ਅੱਜ ਕਲੇਟਨ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਹਾਊਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਕਲੋਵਰਡੇਲ 'ਚ ਹੈ 188 ਤੇ 56 ਐਵਨਿਊ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਟੈਬਲੋਇਡ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਜਸਵਿੰਦਰ ਦਿਲਾਵਰੀ ਦੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਲਾਂਚ ਕਰਨਾ 9th ਐਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ April is a Sikh Heritage Month, so ਉਹਦੇ ਸਦਕਾ ਇਹ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਲਾਂਚ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ different strife ਦੇ people, different political parties ਤੋਂ different businesses and all strife of life ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਅੱਜ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੈ lot of journalists here as well because ਇਹ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਰਨਲਿਸਟਿਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ people ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬੜੇ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਬੜੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ some politician ਵੀ ਆਏ ਆ speeches ਵੀ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ CJ Sidhu reporting from Cloverdale, Surrey, BC. Good morning. My name is CJ Sidhu. I'm a journalist by passion, TV host, and a financial advisor is my profession. Love to see so many, familiar faces here. Sare ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ. We have a very tight agenda. We have a lot of speakers. First request, all the speakers please keep 1 to 2 minutes. So we can quickly get on with the program, and then we have a chief guest for today and keynote speaker is Mr. Kevin Falcon, leader of opposition and BC United leader. Rob, Mandeep Nagra, and Harry Cooner. Please come on the stage and these guys read Mayor's message.
Thank you so much for inviting us, and we really want to congratulate Mr. Jaswinder Dilavari on the successful 9 years. And we do have a message from the mayor. She couldn't be here, and we do have a council meeting, very busy council meeting tonight. So I would like to ask Councillor Rob Stuck to read the message that you got from the mayor.
Thank you very kindly. And good afternoon, everyone. Indeed, it's our pleasure to be here. Thank you for your kind invite, and congratulations on this milestone. It's my pleasure to read a message from the mayor, which I would have here, and I'll just carry on. As mayor of the city of Surrey, it's my pleasure to send greetings for the celebration of the 9th year of publication of Canada Tabloid. Canada Tabloid magazine and launch of the April 24 Vaisakhi issue scheduled to take place on April 8th, 2024 in Surrey, British Columbia. Cultural diversity, inclusion, and accessibility are the hallmarks of the City of Surrey's values, and I am proud to endorse the efforts of the team at Canada Tabloid magazine. The City of Surrey is home to many South Asian descent, and the Vaisakhi issue is a festival that we look forward to every year. Your success and longevity are testaments to staying relevant, current, and having a pulse on your community's needs and responding to those needs for the last 9 years. Success in reaching this milestone is a tremendous achievement and one that your team can be very proud of. I wish you continued success as you embark on your 10th year of showcasing the South Asian Canadians' contributions to our communities. Sincerely, Brenda Locke, Mayor of Surrey. And again, thank you for your kind invite and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Message from Mayor. So Mandeep, Rob, and Harry Cooner from Mayor's office. Thank you for the kind message. I'd like to introduce the person who is hosting the event today, Mr. Dilavari. And brief introduction, Jaswinder Singh Dilavari originally studied and graduated as a computer engineer and then chose to work in the academic field as a lecturer, assistant professor, and as a director principal at various engineering colleges in Punjab for 13 years before immigrating to Canada in February 2014. He joined Simon Fraser University as a researcher and lecturer, instructed in the computer science department at Coquitlam College. And then he decided to jump into the journalism field. And he started publishing quarterly magazine called Canada Tabloid, right behind me, the sign. And obviously it's the 9th anniversary. We're celebrating and heading into 10th year. And he also had a Punjabi newspaper called Punjab Today, weekly paper. Started in 2016. He got very popular when he became a radio talk show host at various South Asian radio stations in BC's Lower Mainland. He also qualified Canadian immigration consultant and a licensed realtor, and has volunteered with many organizations as the Government Relations Committee for the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board, and is present as a member of the Professional Standards of Practice Working Group of College of Immigration Consultants of Canada. He has also been associated with many other community organizations as a volunteer in the 11 years. Jaswinder, quite a bit knowledge about energy, versatility, full commitment to any endeavor he chooses. He very much involved in a community, and I got to know him really well over the years because similar background. I was a professor in India, then I came to Canada after a few labor jobs. I got into journalism and financial advice. So please join me welcoming Mr. Davi.
Thank you very much, Professor CJ Sidhu. It was very kind of you to say so many words for me. And a very warm welcome from the core of my heart to all of you. Very good morning. I think that I don't have words to say thanks to all of you. Most of you know that I'm meeting you guys after a long gap, and the magazine is also coming out after a long gap because last year I lost my elder brother in a tragic accident in India in January 2023, and I was out of the picture. I could not meet you for so many months. But then I decided that media is the platform that gave me recognition, and it was a resource for me to get to know you guys and be with you, all of you. And I'm thankful to you that you all spared your precious time and you are present here. Each and every one of you is a blessing to me, is a blessing to the team of Canada Tabloid. And I welcome all of you. I thank you, all of you. And now I'm not going to take much time because CJ Paji has allowed me to speak only for 2 minutes. Otherwise, when I was a radio talk show host, and I love to talk on the radio shows and all that, but I have to speak for 2 minutes. And now let us, if you allow me, let us start the ceremony for the inauguration of the launch of April 2024 issue. And with this, we are going to start the 10th year of the publication, and request Mr. Harpreet Mankatla to kindly send all the participants who have to be on the dais for the publication, inauguration of the launch. Thank you.
All right, guys, all the people who are designated to be at the podium here with the launch of this wonderful magazine, please come forward so we can get going on with the rest of the programs. Thank you. Actually, Mr. Davi said, a lot more people could have been on the stage here, but because of the space, we cut it a little bit to fewer people. So I hope nobody will mind that. So we'll start with our first speaker. As a member of parliament, Mr. Sukh Dhaliwal is in parliament. There is a khand path da bhog uthe pੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਅੱਜ. ਸੋ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਆਫ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਸਕੇ ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੈਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ 'ਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਮਾਈਕ ਹਿਲਮਨ will be saying few words, but at the same time, I'm glad to see Rani Pan, we call it kindly Balwinder Rani Daliwal is here. So, Pan, you be recognized. Normally, she doesn't like public functions, but, you know, with a family relationship with Mr. Delavery, and that was nice of her to come once in a while. Nice to come, Pan. It's not a bad thing. So thank you for coming. So as you know, April is a Sikh Heritage Month, and who was instrumental in making this a Canadian law when Member of Parliament from Surrey Newton, Mr. Sukh Dhaliwal, put private members' bill in the Parliament. And I'm very glad and happy to say that it was unanimously passed in the Parliament. And now it's a law. So every month, April, celebrate our heritage, educate people, other culture, our youth, everyone involved. Guru Nanak's message, Sikh's message, peace, message of peace, prosperity, helping people, ਵੰਡ ਛਕਣਾ, ਕਿਰਤ ਕਰਨੀ, ਸੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣਾ, ਸੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਸੀਗਾ. So Mr. Dhaliwal, I commend him for bringing this bill, and now it's a law, so it will go in a history books many years to come. Before that, Toronto's provincial government announced as well, and then British Columbia followed the suit in 2017 as well. So they declared April also as a Heritage Month. Please join me welcoming Mr. Mike Hillman, Special Advisor to Member of Parliament Sukh Dhaliwal.
Well, it's indeed a pleasure to be here with you today. And Ronnie, Sukh is back in Ottawa. Today's a special day. The members of Parliament are coming together to celebrate the Sikh Heritage Month. And there's going to be a special presentation made to the Prime Minister of the bill that was given assent back in 2019 on April the 30th. It just happens to be my birthday, but I won't take any credit for it at all. Jaswinder, just want to say that you've got great foresight and timing in the launch of year 10, and it should be a massive headline story. As we gather to say goodbye to 9 years in the coming darkness of a total eclipse, we also celebrate the sunlight, which will be coming back as you head into year 10. Great timing. Fits so well with everything you and your team have and will continue to do in the future. And Sukh asked me to pass on to you a special letter from him, and I will read touch on parts of it, as CJ has covered the other part of it with regards to Sikh Heritage Month. Jaswinder, I extend my congratulations to you and your team as you launch yet another year in the famed Canada Tabloid. In those years, you have shared many stories of our community and highlighted our many accomplishments. Sukh then goes on to touch on Sikh Heritage Month and spring. As we come through to the celebration of the cherry blossoms blooming, we also celebrated Easter, we celebrate Eid, Khalsa Day, Vaisakhi, and we commemorate the Jewish Passover. April brings all of this together. In the midst of the above, we celebrate the completion of 9 years of the publication and now launch into 10 year. I wish you and your team a successful year and look forward to the insightful articles that bring out the best within all of our communities. And Sukh also asked me, Jaswinder, to pass on to you one of the emblems from the Queen's celebration of her 70 years in service. And it is, I think, with great respect to all the work that you have done within the community, that you can wear that with great pride. Okay, thank you.
Mike is a veteran in politics. I know him from day one when Sukh started in politics. For he's a councillor from Burnaby and served on a number of positions with he was a English vice president for Canada for Federal Liberal Party. So it's quite a known name. Thank you, Mike, and sticking 2 minutes. I appreciate that. And I hope all the follow speakers keep that same time. On behalf of Honorable Member of Parliament from South Surrey, White Rock, Carrie Lynn Finley, Conservative MP, she's also in a Parliament. So on behalf of her, Mr. Nihal Khera will say a few words.
First of all, बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you all for coming. Unfortunately, Carrie Lynn couldn't be here today. I know she wanted to, but she is busy in Ottawa, like the rest of the common sense conservatives, to axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime. However, she did ask me to extend my warmest congratulations to Jaswinder Dalwari and the Canada Tabloid team. She asked me to say, I'm pleased to extend my warm greetings and gratitude to everyone in attendance of the launch of the Vaisakhi 2024 issue of the Canada Tabloid here in Surrey. As the Member of Parliament for South Surrey White Rock, I'd like to congratulate you and your team on the 9th year of publication and the launch of the Vaisakhi issue of this magazine. The Canada Tabloid magazine serves as a grassroots community publication which brings light many of the achievements of the Indo-Canadian community, and I look forward to seeing the wonderful achievements of the community in this latest issue. Today's reception will be filled with celebrations and well wishes, making it a wonderful opportunity to bring together Surrey's vibrant Punjabi community to celebrate this wonderful occasion. I hope everyone has a wonderful time. Yours truly, Carrie Lynn Finley.
Thank you, Mr. Nihal Singh. Khera, sticking to the script closely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And the next one is representing MLA Ginny Sims from Surrey Panorama will be Pamela Sidhu and Mindy Bansal.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pamela Sidhu. I'm here on behalf of Ginny Sims, your MLA for Surrey Panorama. She is sorry at this time that she was unable to make it due to her being in Victoria, serving the people. So I am here representing her on her behalf. We would like to give Mr. Dalwari and the Canada Tabloid a congratulatory message from MLA Sims.
I want to make sure, don't want to mispronounce, people's name. And now you can't tell which culture they are looking at the hair color. So we have all mixed cultures here. So that's good to know. It's always diversity. Okay, who is next? So we already have the most famous journalist in British Columbia, representing Red FM, Mr. not other than Harjinder Thind. He doesn't need much introduction. I think Mr. Thind is here. Mr. Thind, come and say a few words.
Good afternoon. Jaswinder is a special person over and above his journalistic skills and publishing. I met him many years ago, and then we developed a very good friendship and we discuss matters. He has the ability to analyze things and choose the right from the wrong and express this in English language. I really appreciate his magazine and his journalistic skills. As a matter of fact, I'm one of his fans, and I congratulate him on his success. And also, I can see that he will rise and shine. Nobody's going to stop him. And I once again want to thank you in joining today for congratulating and celebrating his success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thind, and the people, Mr. Dalwari representing and they taking the plaques on his behalf. That's his team. And it's always, I will mention their names later on, but it's always nice to recognize the team. The next speaker is also well known in the community. Thank you, Mr. Thind, once again. So, Mr. J. Minhas. And I think Mr. Minhas don't need a big introduction. And so Mr. Minhas, President and CEO of Elegant Developments, Founder, Secretary of Director, Guru Nanak Food Bank, film producer, and community activist, always help, doing a lot of work in India, Mr. J. Minhas.
Thank you, CJ, for your kind words. Hello, everyone. Saਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. I'd just like to say that I know Jaswinder Dilavri from day one when he came from India. Actually, matter of fact, he did my first radio interview on Radio India. And since then, I can call him a good friend and associate. And we worked together on many, many good causes here and in India. He always guided me. As you know that I do a lot of charity in India, and he always connected me to the right people. And also he was kind enough to put me on the cover, and that was a privilege. So I like to congratulate him, and I like to give him big round of applause and big success in his coming years. And thank you for inviting me to say a few words. Thank you.
Trust. Here I see there one of the longest serving MLA with BC Liberals, now BC United. So he taking a little bit back seat from politics right now. Welcome, Dave, and thank you. I see Amar Dillon is a media and community worker as well. Thank you very much. I see a Jody Tour with the BC Conservatives. Thank you, Jody, for coming. So don't want to miss out, but I will, as I see around, I will keep on recognizing and mentioning people that I really know. Jatinder Sander with the South Asian Business Association, Jatinder, we call it JT, is a husband of Puneet Sander. She's supposed to be here, but for some commitment, she was not able to come here. Puneet is also running with BC United, and very, very good, hardworking candidate for BC United. So thank you, JT. And my old friend, Scott Hamilton from Delta. We serve on the Park and Rec Commission together, and he was a councillor at that time. Then he ran with BC Liberals and now BC United. Thank you, Scott. All right, another speak. Mr. Pravender Chauhan. That's another guy, don't need an introduction. He just walked in, I guess. I saw him, and he is in a financial services community activist and do a lot of work for the community. Mr. Chauhan.
Hello, everybody. Just wanted to congratulate Jaswinder Dilavri. ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਸੋ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਕੱਢ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਬਾਕੀ ਆਹੀ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਆ, ਸ਼ੌਂਕੀ ਆਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਆ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਦਾ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜਾਵਾਂ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Thank you, Mr. Chauhan. Another journalist and community worker, Mr. Vinay Sharma. He's a secretary also in a Hindu mandir. Sorry, is Vinay here? I don't think so. All right. Well, thank you. We'll pass on his congratulations to Mr. Dilavri on his behalf. So we have Mr. Jag Sidhu here. Just want to recognize him, Royal Lee Page, and his company Fairstone Realty. Mr. Sidhu, welcome and thank you for coming. Mr. Dilavri, appreciate all the people who contributed. Mr. Stender Kaushal with Clayton Public House. So he's sitting there. Okay. He's helping to organize everything. So thank you, Mr. Kaushal. The honor of this event. All right. This place. Well, so that's his place. So good to know, Mr. Kaushal. So thank you. Thank you for doing a good job. Smear Kaushal is here as well. A famous real estate guy. Where is he? Smear? Okay. Thank you. Ankur nahi aaya? Okay. Thank you. His son joined his real estate company as well. So welcome. All right, we are getting pretty good here. Mr. Dhillon from Radio Punjab is not here. And Mr. Sujit Madhopuri is not here. He's supposed to speak. Hanji, Mr. Madhopuri? Aajo Chanji, late aayo main lagda.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸੱਜਣਾ ਪਿਆਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਜਸਵਿੰਦਰ ਦਲਾਵਰੀ ਇਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆਏ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਮਿਲੇ। ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਟੈਬਲੌਇਡ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ, ਰੁੜਦਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ, ਚੱਲਦਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ। ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਖੜਾ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਜੋਰ ਨਾਲ ਤਾੜੀ ਮਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਪਲੀਜ਼। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਿੰਮਤ, ਮਿਹਨਤ ਤੇ ਤਪੱਸਿਆ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ 4 ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਲਗਾ ਕਰਨ। ਜਿੱਤ ਹਾਰ ਤਾਂ ਹੱਥ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ, ਜਿੱਤ ਹਾਰ ਤਾਂ ਹੱਥ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ, ਸਦਾ ਮਿਹਨਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਲ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ। ਖਾਲੀ ਦੀਵਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਬਾਲੋ, ਖਾਲੀ ਦੀਵਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਬਾਲੋ, ਬਿਨਾ ਤੇਲ ਤੋਂ ਕਦੀ ਨਾ ਜਗਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹ ਹੁਸਨ ਐਵੇਂ ਤਾਂ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਿੱਚਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੱਸਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਚੰਗੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਰੰਗ ਦੇ ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ, ਬਸ ਸੱਚੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਰੰਗ ਨੇ। ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੀਣ, ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਕਸੈਸਫੁਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ, ਮਾਣਮੱਤੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ ਬੈਠੀਆਂ। We are very lucky we are living in Canada. There's every opportunity we can be whatever we like to be. ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੀਣ ਨੂੰ ਥਾਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਕੁੱਲ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਕੁੱਲ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਨਕਸ਼ੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉੱਚੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ। ਇਹ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੜਾ ਮਹਾਨ, ਇਹ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੜਾ ਮਹਾਨ। ਹੱਕ ਹਕੂਕ ਕਰੇ ਰਖਵਾਲੀ, ਹੱਕ ਹਕੂਕ ਕਰੇ ਰਖਵਾਲੀ। ਇਹ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਵਾਲੀ। ਤੇ ਮੈਪਲ ਲੀਫ ਫਲੈਗ ਝੂਲਦਾ, ਮੈਪਲ ਲੀਫ ਫਲੈਗ ਝੂਲਦਾ। ਉਹ ਝੂਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸਮਾਨ। ਇਹ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੜਾ ਮਹਾਨ, ਮੇਰਾ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੜਾ ਮਹਾਨ। ਇਹ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੜਾ ਮਹਾਨ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ।
ਚਲੋ ਜੀ, ਮਿਸਟਰ ਮਾਧੋਪੁਰੀ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਬੰਨਤਾ। So my English friends, he was singing the praises for Canada flag and all the things that are happening, and we were enjoying that wonderful life in Canada, British Columbia, and fabric of Canada. So that's what he sang in his song. He's a writer as well and a singer. Thank you, Mr. Madhopuri. So now we also have here former Councillor Jack Hundal. And Jack, come forward, and I think he's running for a Conservative Party as a Member of Parliament. I think the riding is Surrey Fleetwood, is it?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to come here today, and congratulations for the magazine. I just want to talk about the magazine. We had a conversation a couple of days ago, Jasvir and myself, over what to talk about here today. And I said, I think it's really important to recognize the reason for the absence of why we haven't had a magazine for the last year, and really choosing to perhaps dedicate this edition to your brother and in his memory as well. So with that, I would like to say congratulations to all the people recognize, participate, and obviously support the magazine. One thing about living in Canada is we do have the ability for freedom of speech here. And as someone said earlier, the fact of having journalists participate in the process and to recognize journalism, I think, is one of the values that we certainly undervalue in this country. So with that, I would like to congratulate all the participants and obviously all the sponsors in the magazine as well. Without you, this magazine would not be published. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Thank you.
So Jack is a former RCMP officer as well. So good luck, Jack. A lot of excitement in the community. Provincial election, federal election. We luckily don't have a municipal yet. Otherwise, I have 10 more speeches. Mr. Raj Puri of District Principal Settlement Services, Surrey District School Board. Is Mr. Puri here? Yeah. Come on, sir. We need a qualified, educated people in our community.
You're in trouble. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity and the invite. I'm not running for anything, so I'm going to take an educational perspective. Any form of literature, whether it's a magazine, a book, is a powerful tool to us educators because it's an opportunity to use that tool to create awareness, to teach, and to learn. And so to be able to have a magazine like Canada Tabloid that we can use in that avenue is a wonderful opportunity. And the other thing is, in this day and age of social media, to be able to last 10 years is pretty amazing. So with that, I'd like to just simply pass on my sincere thank you for creating an opportunity where we can share what's going on in the community and celebrate the successes and give people the opportunity to learn from that. So Mr. Davi, a very sincere congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Puri. We also have a lot of people as I look around. My good friend, Mr. Kripal Mangat. He is owner of Northwest Freightways, community activist. He's served on a Surrey Newton riding as a fundraising chair, raised a lot of money. So thank you for doing a great job, Mr. Mangat. He might run one day too. He's not ready yet. We kept a green timbers for you if you change your mind. BC United. All right, thank you. We have also Barb. Barb, I interviewed you Saturday at the downtown when you had an excellent program of 2-day program of BC United, training all the people, volunteers, had all the caucus there. So it was a very exciting time when I was interviewing Kevin and other people. So I will introduce him shortly. Okay, sir. Any other speakers?
Ms. Raj Brar on behalf of Mr. Satbir Singh Cheema from PICS.
Okay, Mr. Brar, Raj Brar. Raj Brar. Yeah, Mr. Cheema Satbir sent a regret that he was not able to come. So it's nice to represent him. PICS, Progressive Intercultural Society. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm not running either, so I'm representing Progressive Intercultural Community Service Society. I'm sure you all know that. We've been the largest organization from many, many years. We've been offering employment, settlement, and many other programs for professionals. So I just want to say to Virji, congratulations. Of course, when we come to this country, we look for opportunities. Of course, that's where nonprofit plays a huge role. But now ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਆ ਕੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਣ ਗਏ so on behalf of our CEO Satbir Chima, he wants to really congratulate you, and hopefully we'll see you at our fundraiser. And media is a key role, so please, we have so many journalists, and sitting here, I want to say thank you for participating and giving us the opportunity to basically advocate what we do. So ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਰਾਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਦਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਰਾਹ ਬਣਦੇ. So ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brar. A message on behalf of Sidhu Chima, President CEO of PICS, CEO of IE Immigration and IE Learning Institute. He was on the cover page.
And he's also running.
Oh, running from where?
Surrey Center.
Surrey Center, which party?
Basic.
You want to come and introduce yourself?
Yeah, please.
Come on in. Thank you. Well, it must be Green Party.
Yeah.
And yes, I am running. Most of the speakers said that no, we are not running. मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा, मैं छोटी जी एक अपनी पर्सनल जी मैं अपनी लिखते हो दसांगा. लिखिया सीगा, वाह रब्बा, वाह तू, वाह तेरी किताब, वाह तू, वाह तेरी किताब, भेजें खाली सद्दें खाली विच दा रखें हिसाब. सो कंग्रेचुलेशन जसविंदर वी जी, ये तुहाडा विचला हिसाब आ जिहड़ा सारा देख रहा सामने, ते मैं तुहानूं बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद देना चाहुंदा ते सारिआं नूं धन्नवाद करना चाहुंदा कि इन्ने थोड़े टाइम दे विच वीर जी ने मैनूं ये मौका दिता कि बड़े वड्डे नामवर शख्सियतां जिहड़ियां कवर ते आईयां ते मैनूं इस सुभाग प्राप्त होया कि मैनूं 9वें एडिशन ते विजय ने कवर च लेके आया. 10वें ते thank you. 10वें ते thank you so very much ji. Thank you. And yes, I am running from Surrey Center. I need your support. I hope you all will support me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ji. So I was wondering, where is the Green Party? So we have a representative now. It's really now fabric of Canada is just getting better. Jograj Singh Kalon from Prime Asia TV. Thank you, Jograj Singh. Mr. Robin Kanojia, VTV. Robin, here? Okay, thank you. Mr. Sham Sharma from Red Knot Films. Introduce the main guy for today. Guest of honor. Actually, he don't need any introduction, but I will try to introduce him properly. Kevin Falcon is a very good friend of mine, by the way, tells you like Sukh Taliwal is. And over the years, it's not only you work, volunteer, play politics, but they become your family and your friends. And we always enjoy that regardless of what stripe you wear. End of the day, we are all friends. So Kevin Falcon was born and raised on the North Shore, and he graduated from SFU and real estate program at UBC. He was elected MLA for Surrey Cloverdale in 2001. I remember that. Young rookie guy, very excited, and is pretty excited right now too. So he served that riding of Surrey Cloverdale for almost 12 years until 2013. And then he serves as MLA now from Vancouver, Colchana, and as the leader of official opposition. When he was first elected, Falcon was one of the youngest MLAs to serve in the cabinet. In his 12 years at the cabinet table, Falcon held a number of senior cabinet roles, including Deputy Premier, Minister of Finance, Minister of Transportation, Minister of Health, and a Minister of Deregulation. You probably remember old days, beans and jeans. It could be a stellar function and it's still going on. After leaving politics, Falcon took on the role of Executive Vice President for Anthem Capital and served on the boards of several non-profit organizations, including Connect Place, Lionsgate Hospital Foundation, and the Street to Home Foundation, an organization working to house the homeless on the downtown east side. You know how big problem is that. And an eyesore for British Columbia and for lower mainland. So I'm glad I probably in his speech can say a couple of words about that. He lives in North Vancouver, his wife Jessica and two daughters, Josephine and Rose. Please join me welcoming leader of BC United and a leader of opposition, Kevin Falcon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, CJ. And I have to admit that I am running to be the next Premier of British Columbia. So I got to join in all the others here that are running. And I want to thank all of you for being here, but really start off by thanking Jaswinder. You know, I'll tell you, it's important that we think about this for a moment because it is Sikh Heritage Month. And Jaswinder, you came here just over a decade ago. And made an incredible contribution, not just to the community of Surrey, but to the province of British Columbia and the country of Canada. And it's always difficult when you lose a close loved one, whether it's a sibling, a parent, a child. And I know you did the right thing as always and went back to look after family and to grieve the loss of your brother. But we are so, so happy that you've come back here. You've restarted Tabloid. And very excited and honored, in fact, to be here at the unveiling of your new Tabloid April 2024 magazine. And to see all the incredibly powerful, influential people that you've been able to gather in this room on a Monday morning says a lot about you and the magazine and the important role that journalism will continue to play. And I just, you know, I have to say that it's actually very interesting for me to be here because you should all know that when he talked about when I first got elected for office back in 2001, my career started right here actually, right here at this golf course. This is where I used to hold my meetings. So for all of those candidates out there that Jesse and others that are vying to become candidates, you know, you have to win a nomination meeting first. And I had to win a nomination meeting and I was competing against a sitting MLA. Which makes it really tough because she was a sitting MLA of the party I was running for, the BC Liberals at the time. And but I used to hold those meetings right here. And as I look over the last 25 years and I see the incredible progress of the South Asian community, it is unbelievable. You know, whether it's in media or legal or sports, wrestling, It just doesn't matter. The contribution, law, policing, agriculture, development industry, trucking, this is a community that is punching above its weight, not just in Surrey, but right across the province. And you will continue to do so going forward. And it's just been such an honor for me to watch the community grow over these decades. But you know, when I first ran for office in 2001, I remember saying to myself, how important it was to me that I am going to be an MLA and part of a party and a government that follows through on the commitments we make to the public. And I think today more than ever, it is very important for all of you to hold politicians accountable, not for what they promise, because that's easy. Anyone can stand up here and promise you anything, not for their announcements or their re-announcements, or the announcements and the re-announcements of the announcements, but for the actual results they are getting. I think that's very important. And I'll tell you, you know, when I first ran here in 2001, I remember thinking the most important things I wanted to get done was widening 176th Street and number 10 Highway. Those are actually two really important goals. It may not seem like much now, but many of you will remember when we just had 2 lanes and it was incredibly crowded with traffic and we could see that Surrey was growing. We wanted to get that done. That was my most important thing when I first ran in 2001. And we got it done. And how did we get it done? By working together. Sukh Dhaliwal, actually federal MP, and I worked together to get some federal money into that project. Because the other thing I learned working with Gordon Campbell, one of the great premiers of this province, is that we work with all parties to get results for British Columbians. Whether it was a federal Liberal Prime Minister at the time when Jean Chrétien was there, or whether it was Stephen Harper when he was there, we worked with both sides, all sides, including the opposition, to let them know that we are interested in getting things done for British Columbia. That's how we got accomplishments. That's why today the number 10 highway is 4 lanes. That's why we widened and 4-laned the 176th Street, Highway 15, right from the border to the highway. This is how you get things done in government. And so my concern that I have today, and the reason I came back, because I retired in 2013, the reason I came back, and the reason we now call ourselves BC United, same as the BC Liberal Party, just a different name, is because we want to unite people together. Unite people together focused on getting to results. And when I retired from public life, I'll remember this. I remember it so clearly because my wife, our eldest daughter was 2 years old, Josephine, and my wife was pregnant with our second daughter. And I was retiring because I said, you know what, I've done this for 13 years. I can feel proud about what we accomplished for Surrey especially, but frankly for the province. And now it's time to go and help my wife Jessica raise our 2 daughters and go back into the private sector and support my family. But I remember that 2013 so well because there was an election year that year. And I remember that the BC Liberals are down 22 points in the polls. Does anyone remember that? 22 points. And I remember the front page of the paper. I've got it on my phone. I kept it as a reminder. Had a big picture of Adrian Dix. And the headline said, "This man could kick a dog and he would still become the premier." But guess what happened? There was an election campaign. 28-day election campaigns. Campaigns matter. You know why campaigns matter? Because that's when the public actually starts paying attention. Because today I can tell you the public is busy. They're not focused on politics. As much as we'd love them to think that they're spending every day wondering what Kevin Falcon or David Eby or anyone else is up to, they don't. They're like my wife Jessica. She's spending all her time coordinating with all the other mums out there trying to get her kids to dance classes. Families are trying to meet budgets and survive in the most unaffordable province in the country. That's the reality that people are dealing with. But what I do know is that when people do start to pay attention, they look around because, people don't have a lot of time to focus on big issues, but they start thinking, what commitments did government make and where are they? How are they doing on those commitments? And that's what I want to touch on today because it goes back to what I said at the outset, the importance of results. Now, I can tell you in this riding, although I won't be running in Cloverdale, and I love Cloverdale, I will say I'm so proud that we've got an unbelievable candidate in this riding of Cloverdale in Dr. Claudine Storness-Bliss, who is a department head at Surrey Memorial Hospital. She department head of obstetrics, an unbelievable, well-qualified doctor who is understanding just how bad things are at Surrey Memorial. And the reason she is running is because she is so frustrated with the state of healthcare in British Columbia today. That's why she's running. And that's why Dr. Michael Humer, head of surgery in Kelowna, is walking away at the peak of his medical career because he's so concerned about the state of healthcare in British Columbia today. And it's not just in Surrey, it is everywhere.
Was a journalistic program today, launch of Canada Tabloid.
Yes.
And you did a very exciting speech here. What do you think of the program?
Well, I think it's fantastic. And Jaswinder, to see him come back, relaunch the magazine here in April 2024 is very, very exciting because I think the more we can inform the community on what's going on, the more media journalism we have, the better it is for the entire community. So I'm really honored to be invited here. It was a powerful room of people, very impressive. And I just don't think it could have gone any better for Jaswinder.
So you and your team is ready for the elections, Kevin?
Oh yeah, we're getting ready. I mean, we want to make sure we're totally ready. But as I said in my speech, the big focus we're going to have is on results. What results has this government delivered in 7 years? Does anyone out there feel like anything is better 7 years after NDP government, whether it's healthcare, whether it's public safety, whether it's the overdose death rates or the crisis in the streets? And I think that when people look around, they're going to say, you know what, it is time for change, big change, that's going to get back to getting things done like we did under Gordon Campbell and Christy Clark. That's what BC United's all about. That's our history of getting things done for Surrey, for Delta, for Langley, for the entire province.
So, do you think, I always ask you a question, is a BC conservative is spoiling the party for you? Or is any possibility of aligning you guys together?
Well, it's important to remember that most of that, the BC Conservative Party's been around forever. It's a small party. It's been around for 75 years, and they haven't won a seat in over 75 years. And right now they benefit from confusion because a lot of people are thinking about Pierre Poilievre, and they're confused between the two parties are totally separate. So I think as we get closer to the election, people will look around and they'll say, oh, wait a minute, that's not Pierre Poilievre's party. Oh, I see. Okay, BC United is the Gordon Campbell BC Liberals. Okay, that's our team. That's the group that got things done the last time they were in power, and that's the group that will get things fixed this time around. I'm very confident.
Are we able to get a comment of Pierre Poilievre that it's not the same party? Is it a possibility?
Well, you know, look, I think Pierre should do what federal politicians always do. They typically stay out of provincial, right? You know, the prime minister stays out, the opposition leader stays out, and they let the provincial people sort it out. The public is much, much smarter than we give them credit for. As I said in my speech, people are just busy, right? They're raising their children, they're struggling to meet their family budgets in the most unaffordable province in BC. But as we get closer to that election, they'll look around and realize, wait a minute, who's the leader of this BC Conservative Party? That's not Pierre Poilievre. Those aren't the guys that, you know, have the experience in the background and the policies that are going to actually get things fixed. And that's where I feel very, very confident.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Always pleasure.
Yeah, great.
Mr. Jaswinder Dilavri, first of all, congratulations for your Tabloid Canada 9th edition, heading into a 10th anniversary. ਅੱਜ ਸਾਰਾ crowd ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਪੀਪਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ attendance ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ?
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਸੀਜੇ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਟੀਵੀ ਚੈਨਲ ਦਾ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਟੀਵੀ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਔਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸਲ 'ਚ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਡੇ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ, ਔਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਹੈ, ਮੇਰਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕੀਤਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਹਿਰਾਈਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਾਂ ਉਨਾ ਘੱਟ ਹੈ।
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Jody, a great event. Most journalists here. Canada Tabloids launch again. What do you think of the event?
Yeah, the event was amazing. I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Jaswinder on his 9th year anniversary, and especially for the April edition being dedicated to Vaisakhi 2024. Just want to say congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ruby Baines, mortgage broker, ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਆਏ, what do you think? ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਬਾਰੇ?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Jaswinder for doing such an amazing job. Secondly, I think the event was wonderful, where there was people from all different backgrounds, all different parties and leadership that were here, and it was great to see everybody united in a room, and we had a really good conversations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮਿਸ ਸਿੱਧੂ, ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਦਾ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਮਿਸ ਦਿਲਾਵਰੀ। what do you think ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਰਿਹਾ?
Thanks, CJ. Mr. Dilavri, again, congratulations for your 9th issue. And it was a packed house today, a lot of politicians, a lot of people to socialize with. And it was a packed house. Again, ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you.
ਅੱਜ ਕਲੇਟਨ ਹਿਲਸ ਗੋਲਫ ਕੋਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਹਾਊਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਸਵਿੰਦਰ ਦਿਲਾਵਰੀ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਗਜ਼ੀਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਟੈਬਲੋਇਡ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਐਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਘੁੰਡ ਚਕਾਈ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਸਦਕਾ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ, ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ, BC ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ, NDP, ਸੋ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ, ਈਵਨ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਸੀ। ਕਾਫੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਪੀਚਿਸ ਹੋਈਆਂ। ਸਪੀਚਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਖ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਆਫ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਸਰੀ ਨਿਊਟਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਈਫ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਏ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਇਵੈਂਟ 'ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਰੌਨੀ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ। ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੁਖ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਦਾ ਭੋਗ ਅੱਜ ਪੈਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ, ਸੁਖ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਆਪ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਿਹਾਫ 'ਤੇ ਮਾਈਕ ਹਿਲਮਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਿਹਾਫ 'ਤੇ ਸਪੀਚ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਦਿਲਾਵਰੀ ਨੂੰ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਕੈਵਨ ਫਾਲਕਨ, ਲੀਡਰ ਆਫ ਆਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ, ਐਂਡ ਲੀਡਰ ਆਫ BC ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ। ਉਹ ਕੀਨੋਟ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ NDP ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹਲੇ ਤੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਲਿਆਉਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਤੋ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਐਕਟਿਵਿਸਟ ਹੈ, ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਪੀਪਲ, ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਐਕਟਿਵਿਸਟ, lot of journalists, my journalist friends were here. So CJ Sidhu reporting from Cloverdale, Surrey, BC.